And we're back live. A little intermission there with the guys. Sorry about that. Slight
Yes.
technical problems. So you know what? I forgot. Where were we? What were we talking about? Was it the
transfer?
We were just talking about. Yeah, I think we were about Unai Emery. I was just talking about how he about what I think of him and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I said I thought Ancelotti was my initial choice, but I'm happy with Unai Emery, and he's connected with quite a few players as well from Borussia Dortmund. But yeah, Adam, what do you think about Unai Emery?
I really like the guy. I think I was impressed with his work at PSG. He didn't win them the Champions League, and I think he lost the first league title to Monaco.
Yeah,
but Monaco, Monaco is a really good young side, and he managed to also Europa League dominance with I think Sevilla.
Yeah,
100% sure, but yeah. So I mean, in my opinion, I think he's a really good manager. It's a good choice from Arsenal because I thought Arteta was a bit inexperienced. So I'm happy they went with Unai Emery. But I mean, if we waited a bit longer, we could have maybe had gone in for Zidane. So
yeah, maybe.
I think we're a bit unlucky.
On the free.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. But no, Unai Emery's a good choice. I'm happy with Unai.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we know literally that Unai Emery is the new Arsenal manager. What do you guys think he needs to do to change things around? AFC.
He's just going to have to sort out the goalkeeper and defence. I think from midfield on, we're okay. The burning issue at the back of my mind is: are we going to keep Ramsey? Are we going to keep Wilshere? If we're going to let go one of them, or if we're going to let go both of them, then we have to make sure we've got replacements. I don't want either of them to go, particularly because my daughter loves Ramsey because he's Welsh and everything. But he's to me, out of the two, he has been the most consistent, which is a bit weird to say that because although Wilshere has been brilliant this season, I won't go brilliant. It's been good this season. He hasn't been brilliant. I think the reason why he was kept out of the England team is pretty because he hasn't been consistent, and the injuries always tend to hold him back. We know he's a gifted player, but I think he needs to be doing that season in and season out, and it hasn't been. We've loaned him out to Bournemouth. He was injured at Bournemouth. He's come back. He's got himself fit. And then all this talk about contracts and everything. I'm not sure if it played on his mind, but he's not an England team. So I think when you're having a good season,
I got feedback again.
Yeah, feedback again. Yeah.
Feedback again. It was going so well.
Yeah, I think
it stopped. But
okay.
I don't know if you've heard it or read in reports that literally Unai Emery wants to base the team around Aubameyang and Ramsey, and also if you believe everything you read in the news, Ramsey's been offered like a 5-year contract to stay at the Emirates, which will probably keep him on the same wage bill as Aubameyang and Lacazette. But yeah, I would like him to stay. But I do get the impression that he's probably not underrated, but I don't think we appreciate Ramsey. Well, in my view, anyway.
Yeah. I agree. I think personally, I think Ramsey has to stay. We need that's a must. We have to give him a new contract. Even if he signs it, it just puts the sort of value of him up anyway if we are to sell him. So it'd just be smart business. It'd just be smart business to make him sign a contract. But for me, I think Unai Emery's biggest challenge is uniting the fan base. Because I think this is the first time in ages there's a huge split. Between the fan base. It was always Wenger in and Wenger out. So I think now the fan base has to come together and sort of in a way just
feedback again.
Yeah. I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah, so I just think he has to unify the fan base and get Ramsey to sign a contract. I'd like him to keep Wilshere as well, but I think Ramsey's the bigger sort of deal.
But you know, Adam, if I have to look about my greatest disappointment over the last, I'd say maybe 3 to 4 years, has been because of the fan base being so divided, where you've actually, I mean, I didn't go to every match at the Emirates, but you know, I read reports of, you know, our fans, you know, fighting against each other. You know, what other Premier League team has a fan base so divided? Than Arsenal. That is my biggest disappointment last 4 to 5 years. And hopefully, you know, get that togetherness, because you know he needs that. He needs that. You know.
He needs the fans backing 100%, and I just hope we can all just sort of come together, because it's more the atmosphere at the Emirates. Sometimes when you go there, it's just we go a goal down. We're not behind the team. And it kind of, it's not good. Well, it's not good for the team. It's certainly not good for the performance. So the fans, I think, really need to get behind each other and get behind this team.
I think the first few matches, when we get the fixture list, it'd be sometime just before, is it June, mid-June, when we find out about our fixtures. I think the first set of fixtures will determine, in a sense, how the fans will react. And I think, on the whole, the Wenger outs we've got to change now. I've put my hand up. I was a Wenger out, but it wasn't until literally a couple of years ago when I started thinking things are not working well. So the Wenger ins, it's like a role reversal. So they'll be thinking, all right, well, I don't want to put anything out there, anything negative out there. I take my remark back. I think first and foremost, it will depend on how the team is willing to perform under a new manager, and how the results will go. If they go in favour of what I believe would be a really good start, then I think that the fan base will start coming more together. However, if it does flip the other side, then the divide will stay divided, because they're going to start pointing fingers, and I don't think it's really fair, really, because the manager is coming in to an atmosphere where first he's got to sort out the team, and he's going to unify the fans. I think in his press statement, he said he wants all the fans to come together. So hopefully, that might start filtering through.
Yeah. LILMAZY, I've got a question for you. There's a chat coming from, again, the English Conversation Club, and they're asking you, who do you think Emery should sign? Which players do you think Emery should sign? Hello?
I can't hear anything.
Hello? Yeah, I can't hear him. I think he's got some sound problems.
Yeah.
Well, I featured a couple of players this week that I think that Unai should buy. One of which is I'm going to try and pronounce his name, because I've always thought that our defence, as well as the goalkeeper, has been our main Achilles heel. So these two players, one is a defender and the other one is a midfielder. The first one is Socrates Pastathopoulos.
Yep.
Well done.
Aced it. Aced it.
I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, all right, okay. There's been a lot of speculation, but you know, I don't think Unai, he has not signed any players as yet, has he? There's been a lot of speculation about which players should, but no one has signed yet. But this guy, Socrates, he's at Borussia Dortmund, and he's like the Rock. They call him the Greek warrior. Yeah. The only thing he's got against him is like he's like 28, 29 years old. Yeah. And a lot of people would be saying to me, but you know what, he's beyond, you know, his peak years, and why are we buying players that are, you know, past their peak? But if you look at the famous back four, that Jules Graham had there. If you look at the players individually, they weren't the world beaters, but as a unit, they were the best defense that Arsenal ever had. Sorry, Adam. 1-0 to the Arsenal, but
I think as long as you've got a defense and a goalkeeper that understands how they move as a unit, then that's it really. The midfield tend to look out for themselves. The strikers, you just pump the ball up and the strikers do the business.
Yo.
LILMAZY, you're back?
We got LILMAZY back,
yes.
Hey, welcome back.
I figured it out. I figured out the issue.
All right, nice one.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're just talking about. There was a question actually posed to you from the English Conversation Club, and they're asking you, LILMAZY, which players do you think Unai Emery should sign?
Ooh, which players do I think we should sign? To be honest, I think we need a couple. I think we definitely need to replace Mustafi. We need a new centre back, 100%. I think we need a CDM as well. But the thing is, I do like Xhaka. So Xhaka's really kind of on and off for me. Like one day I'll love Xhaka. So it's like I don't know, but I think we definitely need a defender, a right back as well, because Bellerin is always in right back, and I think if he had a bit of competition, for the right back spot, push him a bit more as well.
Yeah.
I think we need a right back, a centre back, probably a CDM, and a winger. To be honest, I think our strike force is okay. To be honest.
Yeah.
With Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Welbeck sometimes. But who should we sign? I've heard that we're speaking to Socrates.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
No one's willing to go there.
It's like it's proper.
I think just trying to get it on the shirt alone would cost you quite a lot, isn't it?
Well,
yeah, that.
We just go for his first name.
I did hear as well that we was actually trying to go in for Fabinho, but we was too late. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, we made a late bid for him, and he decided to go for Liverpool instead.
Right,
but did you hear how much he was going for?
No.
He was going for about 40 million.
40 million.
So this talk about us having a budget of 50 million is pants.
Well, 10 million.
It can't be true. Can't be true.
We'll just have the 10 million left.
I mean,
let's get 2 defenders.
Ticket price in the whole of the Premier League. There's no way we've only got 50 million. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I've got Socrates' last name up. I'm gonna try it. It's Papastathopoulos. That's just the best. Papastathopoulos.
That was a good go of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That's good. Anyway. Raz, what about you? Who do you think we should sign? Which players do you think we should sign?
I mean, I do hope Nani's there. Because I think to strengthen our team to where it needs to be, then we definitely...
Yeah.
But the thing is, looks really promising.
Yeah. He's a young player as well, so I reckon he improved with time.
But those guys, they know what they're doing. Sven Mislintat and the other guy, I can't remember the other guy's name, but they are the head of recruitment, because you're never going to see one manager, dominate literally the budget.
Yeah, who do you guys?
Yeah, well, again, I reckon Papastathopoulos, and the other player I was going to talk about was Siri. Michael Siri, who's a midfielder.
There's some big talk about him.
Wicked. But I saw some YouTube snippets, and the guy loves to do like nutmegs and all kind of tricks in the midfield. I don't mind if he does it, but as long as it doesn't lead to a goal against us. But the guy looks serious. He looks serious. But those are my 2 options. Papastathopoulos and Jean-Michael Siri.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think we need a flair player. Someone who can hold his own.
We've got a flair player already. I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not the greatest fan, but you know what? When I saw Unai Emery's press conference, the reports about his English being terrible was unfounded, because I understood almost every word that he was saying there.
It was funny,
and as well, he.
I
heard that he spoke better than Kane did at his press conference.
Honestly.
Oh my goodness. And the thing is, what I'm alluding to, literally, his style of football, because he said that he likes to play a high pressing game where when we're not in possession, he wants the players to press the ball. And there's one player who is not going to fit in that plan, in that setup, and that is Ozil. What's Ozil going to do?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I
think Ozil needs to sort it out. You know, I don't think Ozil works hard enough for the money that he gets, to be honest. I just like a lot of games I'm thinking, where's Ozil? You know, where's he been? The thing, he's a lot more of a going forward player more than really defending. He doesn't really, you know. I think he needs to.
Little Maisie, I wouldn't mind so much that, you know, when he does get the ball, you know, be more productive, but try and be on the ball a lot more.
Yeah.
If we bought him just to be in possession and create and score goals, then for me he's fallen short, because he's on what, 350,000 per week. So I want the guy to be performing a lot more than not. You know.
No, exactly. I want him to grab the game by the scruff of the neck.
Absolutely. There's just too many times I've seen a guy sulking, and when he hasn't received a good pass, he's like, "Oh, no, come on, grab the match by the scruff of his neck and dominate the match." At that amount of money, he's not doing it for me.
Yeah, I mean, for the money that we pay him, definitely not. I mean, you know, he's supposed to be the guy that we rely on. You know, I mean, what isn't he like one of the top highest paid players in the whole of the Premier League?
I think he is.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. He needs to be, but you know, I'm not saying let's get rid of him or anything. But that's what I hope Emery can do.
Adam was a bit quiet. Adam, you're a bit quiet, man.
Who said that? Someone went. Someone went. I'm not saying sell it, and then someone went. I am.
Who was that?
I don't know.
That was one of you guys.
Oh no! I was like, what?
Oh, jeez.
Quickly throw this out.
Oh yeah, I just hope Emery can give Ozil a proper kick up the rear, you know, and get him to sort it out. That's what I hope.
But you say that, but you know what? I saw a small YouTuber this week, and he was saying that Unai needs to give the current crop of players a chance to prove themselves. And my point I'm making is that you've had like the whole of last season and the seasons before that to prove yourselves. So if Unai Emery thinks, you know what, it's time for a big change, then let him do his job. All these players, I mentioned that person, you know, you've had your chance. You've had your chance. The top earner, the highest earner in Arsenal.
I'd actually like to see. Sorry, I'd like to see him give youth a chance. To be honest with you, I'd like to see him.
Absolutely.
I'd really like to see him bred through Maitland-Niles, Reece Nelson.
Reece Nelson, yeah, definitely.
I'd really like to see that, because I just think it's
Willock as well. Joe Willock.
Yeah, it'd just be good for the club. It'd just be really good for the club. We haven't had that in like a while. Like the last real good player we saw come through was Wilshere, and he's kind of gone by the wayside now. But in terms of transfers, I just think we need a goalkeeper, and I think we need a backup right back to Bellerin.
100%.
It's just all about like who's available, you know. So,
but
I don't think
doesn't make the mark. Does he not play at right back sometimes? Our utility man.
Yeah, he can play as he's played it before as right back. Wenger used to play him, but I think he does better more as a midfielder. But you know, it's up to. It's all about where Emery wants to play him.
Yeah.
Maitland Niles is actually really promising, man.
Yeah,
I think he's especially for his age.
Yeah, he's a strong player,
He's
man.
only like 20. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, against Man United, he handled himself really well. So let the youngsters play, man. They're good enough.
Yeah,
they're good enough.
I want to ask Adam what is his thoughts on Ozil, but I'm too scared to ask him the question.
Why? I don't mind Ozil. No, I like Ozil. I think you're right. He just doesn't work hard enough. But I just think I'm all for. And you're right. The high pressing thing is like he's not going to do that. So what's the point in having a player you tell him like press high and then he just doesn't? There's like it's like you're talking to a brick wall. And personally, what I thought with the sign of the contract is I like to think of it as if like I don't like to think, but like. I see it as maybe they sat down with Ozil and said, look, we'll let you leave, but we just want you to sign a contract so we don't let another one run down. Because we miss out on Champions League football again, and I don't think he'll stay here.
No.
Yeah. But also, I read in the reports as well that there's a special contracts team at Arsenal to stop that situation happening again, where you've got players just running down their contracts, which is probably the reason why they're offering Ramsey, from what I heard, speculated that it's going to be like a 5-year contract. But yeah, they've got a special contract team now, Arsenal. So again, you can't have one person dominating everything
running it
at a football club. Yeah. So Sven Mislintat and Unai Emery's Red Army Revolution. Let it roll on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Little Maze's got something else that he wants to talk about. The Women's FA Cup final.
Oh, yeah. No, I went to that, man. I went to that because I remember that was actually the day after, I think, that we lost to Atletico.
Yeah.
In the second leg. And I was just so annoyed that I remember when I was doing my video, I was so annoyed about it. I was like, oh, hopefully even the women can't do it. We lost 3-1 there as well.
I think it's like a knock-on effect. The guys didn't win anything, and then all of a sudden the girls probably thought, we're not going to win anything either. It's a shame, really, because we've got a good team, good bunch of women players there.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted
Sorry, little Maisie. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Yeah, no, I wanted a tiny little consolation to hold on to.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're all right. Go on, man.
Yeah, but I heard Arsenal ladies, they celebrated 40 years. So I'm thinking, yeah, man, I'll cheers to that 40 years of women's Arsenal playing football, man.
Yeah.
But I saw in your video at the start of your video, like you all, raring to go, and like
man.
The energy level kind of went down. It's like, oh no, forget it, man. Oh, forget it.
That's so often the case. So often the case with any Arsenal game. Hyper before.
Absolutely.
It starts going, and then it's the case.
Yeah, I'll forget it.
I mean, to be honest, I was excited to be at Wembley as well. First time I've been to Wembley, so that was exciting. But yeah, it was just like watching any other Arsenal team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Is there anything else that randomly you want to bring up or talk about before?
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna get up my little list. Boom, boom, boom.
I feel like an awful fan. I didn't follow anything of the women's football. I actually didn't follow it. I feel so bad.
Wait, up on it quickly. Oh, what happened?
Yeah. When you guys mentioned it, I was like, oh shit. I was worried.
It wasn't mine. That was your mate's idea.
I was worried. That was like,
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, like I don't really follow the women's football much either. I literally just saw that popped up that we were playing in the FA Cup final. I didn't even know, to be honest. I saw it on Facebook and I was like, yeah, man, I'll go to that. Why not?
next season.
Well, maybe we should throw it out there then that if there's any Arsenal women fans who see our blog online, they can join in as well, and then maybe the next time we do a live feed, they can contribute as well.
That'd be
because
that'd be really
you know we're all fans. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't matter what your gender is.
Yeah.
Follow this great club. So maybe that's an idea we can do. We can share that out.
Oh yeah, there was a little thing that I just remembered. I was thinking, I wanted to ask, like, what do you guys think of like Wenger's epic send off? And also, you know how they gave him the. You think that should stay at the club? Really? I mean, because I take it, to be honest.
I mean, we'll get it back when he dies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who they're gonna give it to?
The next manager.
He probably doesn't even want to take it. He'll probably just like leave it there, sort of thing.
What I was saying the final match. Sorry, what I was saying on that is that when he had the last ever match against a Man U, knowing how him and Arsene Fergie were such like enemies, as it were, in inverted commas, I thought to give him the vase at the end of the match, or was it at the beginning of the match they gave it to him?
Old Trafford, yeah.
I thought that was absolutely wicked. That was class.
Yeah,
that was class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That after all that, at the end of the day, that was wicked. That was wicked.
Yeah. He was given a good send off, though. To be honest, I think that alone seemed to have like made a lot of the fans feel okay. Well, it is actually the end of an era that's come as well. So he had a good send off, and I'm glad that we won the match as well.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster, wouldn't it? Were any of you guys there at the?
I was at the Emirates game.
Yeah.
So on the I remember on the morning I woke up and I got like a notification on my phone saying that he'd quit, and I went to the website instantly to try and get Burnley tickets, and I had like secured the payment and everything, and then like right at the end they said, "Oh, your tickets have been given away," and I was so angry. I was getting so angry. You have no idea. Yeah, I really wanted to go. Like I was literally 2 seconds away from like paying for it and everything, and then they were just like, "Yeah, we were giving away." So angry. It was in like the upper tier, right at the back as well. So
wouldn't matter.
Oh yeah, like
there.
Yeah, it's just awful.
Are they still giving away the last program with the T-shirt or?
I don't know.
I got one online. I paid like 55. Yeah, I paid £55 for my Mercy Arsenal T-shirt and for the program.
That's cool.
I just got it on.
That's cool.
I just thought I've got to buy that. I've got to.
Man, you know what? Shrink wrap it. Keep it. It'll be worth a lot of money in years to come. You know what I mean? Wow.
Yeah.
I've just got it hanging in like a bag, sort of thing.
Well, not a Tesco's bag, is it?
I haven't even put it on. No, I did put it on. I put it on for a bit actually, but then I took it off.
Listen, guys, there's another chat that's come through, and I think it's a question to everyone. It's saying here from again the English Conversation Club, who is your all-time Arsenal player?
Favorite? It's got to be Henry, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say Henry.
Remember that goal that he scored pretty much alone against Real Madrid in the Champions League? You got one about that goal. That is just. I could watch that goal a million times on repeat.
Seriously.
I think Ramos even tried to foul him at the end as well, didn't he?
Yeah. He was shrugging him off. It was beautiful.
Trying to get hold of him.
What about you two? Because you guys probably have like a, I don't, without being rude, a bigger catalogue of players.
That's a nice way of putting that. I like that.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Adam. Oh, Jerry, me.
Everyone's going with Henry. I like Henry, but at the time, for me, it was Wrighty. I like Rocastle because we bumped into Rocastle, didn't we, Alex? If you remember, many moons ago in Wood Green.
Yeah.
What's he like?
Yeah, in Wood Green. Yeah, we bumped into Rocastle, Rocky Rocastle.
Yeah,
but Rocastle was a tough midfielder, but to me, it was always Wrighty. When Wrighty played and he scored goals, it was guaranteed that he'll bang at least 1 or 2 goals, and some of his goals were amazing as well. So he set the standard.
Yeah.
As well as Cliff Bastin as well, if you want to go further back, but I don't want to go too far back because Adam would be thinking about
Yeah, I feel bad whenever I'm on this. I just grill you two for your age. Sorry.
Oh, tough one.
Let's stay relevant. Let's stay more towards the future as well.
It has to be relevant, you know, within recent history, not past history. But it's a tough one. I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, to go for a Thierry Henry, is it not a bit obvious? It's a bit obvious.
I can't think of many better. I really liked Rosicky. Rosicky, he's a special.
Yeah.
But Thierry Henry, really unbelievable player.
When you think about it as well, I think 2009, 2010, we had a really good midfield. We had Kleb, we had Firmini, we had Fabregas, we had Rosicky. To me, they were like the four that set up the standard for the midfield. And it's just a shame that I reckon we could, of the times we could have won the Premiership after the Invincibles, that it was around about then.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a really good midfield.
Yeah. But, gone are the days, nothing lasts forever. You know what I mean? That's something that Arsene Wenger has realised, that everyone has their sell-by date, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But guys, unless you have anything else you want to talk about, we probably can wrap up the live stream. Lil Macy, did you have anything else? Did you want to talk about something else, Lil Macy?
That was all I kind of wrote down. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in a minute.
Is that a Colombia shirt? Sorry, just.
Yeah,
that's an Arsenal shirt.
Probably just excited for the World Cup.
Oh, you got a Colombia shirt. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, only because my wife is Colombian. I haven't been given a choice. I've been told. Every time you do the live stream, make sure you wear the Colombian top.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice.
But
represent.
Just a couple of things. What Raz was mentioning about throwing it out there that if we can get any female gooners to come on to the live stream.
When
I think it was one of the matches we went to the Emirates, and I was trying to get female fans to come and give me an interview. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video. At the end, there was no sound. It was so sad. I think I had like 3 women who gave me an interview. But yeah, that's the idea, because gooners are not only like men. We come in all shapes and form and sexes as well. So yeah, maybe for the next live stream we'll get a female gooner on the show.
Try and get one.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely, to give it more
more width. More width.
Yeah, more width. There you go. That's the word. More width.
Yes.
But yeah.
And there's one of those old words.
Well, I can't think of the word. Be politically correct. There you go. I don't want the chance to get sued. But you know what, guys? I'm going to wrap up the live stream. But Lil Mazy, I want to say thank you for coming onto the show. Hopefully, we'll do some work together. I like your channel. Your channel's really I like the channel. Yeah. Adam, as always, Route One, man.
Thanks,
the vlog that you did.
I'm going to subscribe back to you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So what? Your mates, Adam? Your mates? There's a Chelsea supporter.
There's we filmed today with another one. He's a Chelsea supporter. and the video should be up tomorrow. Stefan's a Chelsea fan. Eric's a Chelsea fan. My brother's an Arsenal fan. He doesn't do the videos much because he's, I'm not gonna lie, a bit lazy, but yeah, he isn't as interested. But I pull him along, so yeah.
Wicked. But no, keep up the good work, man.
Awesome.
You know, wicked.
Hey, man, you guys too,
Yeah,
man. I
man.
love your channels. I love
yeah,
you. Absolutely
but
fantastic.
You know what? Anyone who's watching the live stream or who has watched the live stream, please subscribe to Little Mazy official channel and also Route One Online.
Yeah,
Absolutely
guys.
wicked.
Yeah, definitely.
And as always, Raz, thanks again.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Absolutely.
Everyone here from
It's been a
South Wales.
blast.
Yeah.
And
Amazing,
North
Adam.
London.
Yeah, man, awesome, guys.
But listen, this has been Arsenal Public TV with Little Mazy and Route One Online and featuring Raz. It's been a blast. So keep watching. Until then, see you later. Bye.
See you guys.
guys.